Hi everyone, it's Don and I hope you're having a fantastic day. Well, with all the discussions around protocols for cruise ships and what to do at sea and social distancing, a lot of people are saying, well, what is the most important thing that they need to do out of everything? So when people are thinking about being on a cruise ship and keeping everyone safe, the first thing they think, well, you gotta, make sure everyone's sanitizing and you clean everything. Yes, that's true. What else do you gotta do? Well, you gotta social distance people on the cruise ships. You gotta separate them. You gotta change the buffet. All that's true of what they can do, but it all starts from day one. The day you're heading to the cruise ship, embarkation day. If you can keep any sick passenger from getting on the cruise ship in the first place, that eliminates 99.9% of any problems you could have on the cruise ship. So that's where all the protections really need to focus at the beginning. Make sure those temperature checks are there. If people can bring you proof that they have tested negative for the virus ahead of time, maybe they could be put in a green. If you've tested in the last 5 days, 7 days negative for the virus, maybe there's a lane where you can fast track onto the cruise ship and the other people go through more stringent screenings than is necessary for people who have just recently had a test and came up clear. Also, make sure anyone sneezing, coughing is seen by a health professional right away and analyzed before allowing them on a cruise ship. And if you do allow them on the cruise ship, isolate them for a couple days to see what happens and let them know that, or turn them away and give them their money back and send them on their way. Because the embarkation point is the start. If you can keep all sickness away from the cruise ship to begin with, that's the majority of your battle. You don't have to worry about the sanitization of your cruise ship. You don't have to worry about social distancing if there's no sickness getting on the ship. So a lot of the protocols being placed is really focusing on the cruise ship terminals as well as the disembarkation ports for when you're getting on and off at different destinations. So if you're heading to Nassau or heading into Jamaica, what are the protocols going to be in place there? That's not as easy to control. You can keep an eye out for fevers and things like that, but obviously in a 6-hour excursion into Nassau, a person's probably not going to show a fever, in and out of that, but they might show up by the second or third excursion when you're testing them getting off and on the ship. Also, a lot of people are saying, once you do get on the cruise ship, test those people out going into your dining every day. Everyone goes in to eat. So when you're walking by, why not have somebody just scan your forehead? Boom, boom, boom. No inconvenience, doesn't really slow anything down, takes a half a second. Scan people there. If they have a huge fever while they're on the cruise ship, bring them to medical right away. Isolate them right away. So there's a lot of protocols that can be put in place, and the most important one is right at the beginning. Social distancing, getting them on the cruise ship, making sure the sickness doesn't arrive with the passengers, keeping sterilization of the suitcases when they're getting on board as well. All that needs to be really focused on because that is the majority of the battle, keeping things from getting on the cruise ship in the first place. So if you were, if they have like 100 different protocols in place, 40 of those should be on embarkation alone and all the different procedures that are there. And all the health professionals are quoting the exact same thing. Keep the sickness off the ships and you have basically won the battle before it begins. And that is the best way to fight this going forward. Well, I hope you appreciate this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Want to see more tips, more tricks, more travel vlogs from around the world? Hit that subscribe button. Till next time, have yourself a safe and a great vacation.